Happy Dragon Quest Day! At least for those in North and South America. Technically, Dragon Quest Day is over in Japan. But hey, specifics aside, it's here for us, and with it brings the 40th anniversary of this legendary series. Yes, the very first game came out in Japan in 1986, 40 years ago. To celebrate, there's been some new game announcements and information revealed, and there's a nice-sized eShop sale going on, which I'll give you the details on today. You'll want to pay attention, as a number of these games on the eShop are on sale with their biggest discounts yet. Let's dive into it. The first bit of news, and arguably the biggest from today, is that we finally got some updated info on Dragon Quest XII. Yuji Horii revealed in a stream that the game actually had its team reshuffled, and that development for the game has been restarted from scratch after some internal reviews. And what we knew as Dragon Quest XII Flames of Fate, or the Chosen Flame of Destiny, has now been reborn into Dragon Quest XII Beyond Dreams, a game with a different direction than before. Beyond that, we were shown some preliminary footage with things looking 60 FPS and very clean and very pretty. But more importantly, this footage revealed 3 heroes that we are expected to meet in the final game. The typical Dragon Quest male hero with his sword and shield, a red-headed female protagonist, and a third character, a lizard humanoid creature. We should get some more info soon, but Yuji Horii promises the development is progressing along nicely. I liked what they showed off so far, and I'll look forward to seeing more soon. The second big announcement from today was that a brand new Dragon Quest Monsters game is coming, titled Dragon Quest Monsters: The Withered World. While not much has been revealed beyond that, what we do know is that the game is expected to feature 2 female protagonists, and that it should arrive before Dragon Quest XII. When it does come out, it'll be available for just about every platform, including the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 consoles. Finally, outside of the stream that they had today, it's been revealed that Dragon Quest XI is coming to the Switch 2, with the game getting a resolution boost, perhaps a boost to textures, and of course, a big frame rate boost to 60 FPS. It's supposed to come out later this year on September 24th. There will be a physical edition, that has been confirmed, but it is a game keycard release, and it doesn't look like there will be an upgrade path from the Switch 1 version. We'll see if anything changes, but judging by the fact that Square Enix has confirmed that save data will not carry over from the Switch version to the Switch 2 version, I'd have to imagine that there will be no upgrade path. It's a shame, really. Anyway, with it being Dragon Quest Day, of course there's an eShop sale, and as I've said before, there's a number of titles on sale with their biggest discounts yet. Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake gets a discount of 50% off, its biggest discount yet on the eShop. Personally, I loved this remake. It looks great, it's beautiful, and it's an excellent way to enjoy the third entry with a lot of modern features. While this is the Switch version, there is no dedicated Switch 2 version. It did receive a free Switch 2 update last year. When you update the game on a Switch 2 system, you will get access to a new feature in the display settings section found in System Settings, that being Graphics Optimization. Here you can choose for the game to favor graphics or performance, with the performance setting allowing the game to run at 60 FPS on Switch 2. This game in 60 FPS is awesome. Dragon Quest I and II HD 2D Remake features a number of additional changes for the games beyond just new visuals and voiceovers and sound. There's lots of new scenes, events, and conversations that help to flesh out both games. And in the second game, there's a brand new 4th character that actually joins the group. It's pretty cool stuff, and just like the third game, it gets some pretty good reviews going for it. Both the Switch version and Switch 2 versions get a 30% off discount with the Dragon Quest Day sale, which is its biggest discount yet for it on the eShop. Finally, for those who want the complete Erdrick trilogy in one go, you get both remakes together in the Erdrick Trilogy Collection Bundle, which gets a 30% off discount for the first time ever as well. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined is a complete well, reimagining of the 7th game, with new visuals, a new score, events, story elements, and lots more. Even if you played the 7th entry before, be it the original PlayStation version or the 3DS remake, this reimagining is going to feel quite different with the number of changes it has going on. This game is very much its own beast. Now, I haven't played the Switch version directly, but I have checked out some of the Switch 2 version, and the game runs gorgeous on there. It's 60 FPS, and it runs so smooth. There's a demo on the eShop that you can check out if you're curious. Both the Switch and Switch 2 versions get their first discount on the eShop, a 25% off discount via the DQ Day Sale. The very best deal from the sale might be this next one. Dragon Quest Monsters, The Dark Prince, and its digital deluxe editions see a 75% off discount with the latest eShop sale. That's the biggest discount this game has received yet on the eShop. That means this can be had for just $9.99 on the US eShop. For those unfamiliar with the Dragon Quest Monsters series, these are essentially monster collecting RPGs. You befriend monsters in the Dragon Quest series and train them and battle them against other monsters in sets of teams. But what they do different from, say, Pokemon is that you can take your monsters and combine them together to form brand new monsters. And these monsters are often stronger than standard monsters, so you're going to constantly try to create the best monsters that you can. It's a pretty cool thing. This entry in the series also introduces something brand new, a concept called seasons, where certain environments go through seasonal changes periodically as you play. And these seasons can not only affect what monsters you encounter, but these will also reveal paths and secrets to find as you explore. For those wondering, the game runs pretty good on Switch 2. It's not 60 FPS because the game is locked to 30, but it pretty much always hits 30 FPS now, and the visual clarity is much sharper since it's running at the max resolution, as opposed to the variable one from before. Plus, for those who favor handheld play, you can now take advantage of the Switch Boost feature to force dock mode performance and resolution in handheld mode. It looks pretty darn good on there. Dragon Quest XI might just be the very best entry in the series. It's a fabulous RPG, and this is a good starting point for those who want to check out why people love the Dragon Quest series so much. It has excellent gameplay, a wonderful cast of characters, and a good story of good versus evil. It's a really good JRPG, and if you're a fan of the genre, then you simply must play this entry at some point. The standard Switch version gets a discount of 50% off, making it $19.99 on the US eShop. As a reminder, a Switch 2 version is coming, so if you have a Switch 2, you may want to wait for that. Dragon Quest Treasures is a bit of a spin-off of a spin-off. It's a spin-off of the Dragon Quest Monsters series. This game has you teaming up with monsters you obtain, sort of like the DQ Monsters games. But this time, the gameplay is more action RPG style. Additionally, you can use the monsters' abilities outside of battle to traverse the environments and find treasures. In fact, Treasure is the name of the game, and your goal is to find as much treasure as you can to make your wishes come true. It's a cute game with a pretty neat concept, and I enjoyed playing it a few years back. It's also not the longest DQ game, which can be a good thing, as some of these Dragon Quest games can be pretty heavy in the time commitment department. Just like the DQ Monsters game I talked about before, this game does run better on Switch 2, especially with the ability to take advantage of the Switch Boost mode in portable play. Infinity Strash, Dragon Quest, The Adventures of Dai gets a 60% off discount with the DQ Day Sale. Now this got slaughtered in reviews, so I'm curious, anyone who's played it, is this game really that bad? I haven't played it myself, so I don't know, but regardless, it seems like if you haven't played any other DQ games before this, then I would advise you to pick something else as your first Dragon Quest game. Finally, the older versions of the first 3 games, known to many as the mobile versions of Dragon Quest I, II, and III, are back on sale with a 40% off discount each. These are nice, simple, convenient, and cheap ways to enjoy the games on your console if you're looking to experience the classics in a simpler style compared to the HD 2D remakes, and they come with some modern conveniences as well. And there you go, the Dragon Quest Day news that you need to know about, as well as details on the latest eShop sale featuring Dragon Quest. So, what's your favorite Dragon Quest game? For me, it's gotta be 11. I love that one so much, but I also really love Dragon Quest IV and Dragon Quest III. But yeah, DQ11 would be my pick. What's yours? Let me know down below in the comments. In the meantime, make sure to give this video a like if it helped you out, and make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on so you do not miss out on any future videos. That's it for me today. Have a good rest of your day and go play a Dragon Quest game. See ya next time.